The people of Russia have had enough of the war. The casualties sustained from the Germans, the Austro-Hungarians, and the Ottoman offensives have so caused hardship amongst the Russian people that the people cried out for a regime change, for the abdication of the Tsar. So the Tsar has abdicated, and the people of Russia have rallied around the red banner of communism. And now war springs out between the communist Reds and the loyalist Whites in an immense battle, an immense civil war in which one power must be victor of the other ones. Things are quite grim as the Russian state has fallen apart, but the Americans have joined the fight and have moved in presence off the coast of Gibraltar. The French have gathered their forces, building up now an air forces, and the Americans have made grandiose landings in Picardy to reinforce the French positions there. The Austro-Hungarians finished up with whatever duties they need to do in the east in assisting in tackling the Russian throne, have now moved in force back towards the northern Italy, reinforced their territory and Venice with trench works, and capturing Picardy once again. They now put immense pressure on the Allies' southern flank in northern Italy, and the Italians are hard-pressed to fight against them. Being convoyed almost to bits with whatever resources they can gather, has been attacked by the Austro-Hungarian and the Ottoman forces. The British have opened up a new front, capturing Persia and marching towards Ottoman territory in Mesopotamia, and the Japanese and the British forces continue their inexorable marches into capturing German islands. The Germans, for their part, have captured or have aligned the territory of Chile to join their cause, and now the Americans have aligned Brazil as well as Cuba to the American cause as well. So the battle lines have been drawn globally as America, as all parties from America all the way to the Pacific Ocean on this theater have all joined the fight. Welcome all to Operation Tannenberg. My name is Jinx. This video I'm going to attempt to try to do quickly because I am hard pressed for time today, and so therefore I haven't updated neither my Chinese theater war nor the Russian Civil War. Just time has been somewhat short. I hope to have some free time in the near future, and also other hobbies have sprung to my mind as well, as one does. You know, I find myself somewhat of a creative individual, so I'm always jumping between one thing or another. Let's dive into the German turn and see what we have to offer. So we have, if my math is correct, which I believe it is, I have 69. Or is it 68? No, it is 69. There we go. 69 IPCs to spend. With 69, we're getting a research token. We're getting an artillery. We are getting 14 infantry. We're getting a submarine and 2 aircraft. So that's what we're purchasing this turn. Let's get started with our movements on the board. So first, starting off in the African theater. I actually haven't made too many plans in this theater just yet, but we're going to march these 3 units from British East Africa to the Belgian Congo. I'm going to attack that position there. We're also going to add in 1 extra infantry to that fight. You know what? Make that infantry and artillery into this fight as well, really to put some pressure on them. Now, I hope this is accurate with the British forces in Union of South Africa and haven't moved up to Rhodesia. I believe that is correct, but this is what's going into the Belgian Congo. Yeah, that's going into the Belgian Congo. And we turn our attention to some other theaters of war here. We're going to move this submarine. It's going to come to this position here in Portuguese East Africa to stay out of range of these British ships. Now we turn our attention to other parts of the theater here. We have a minor movement here from Dalmatia to Serbia, and we're going to sit there. This cavalry is not necessary in this theater, so he's going to swing back to this position here in, let's say, Western Ukraine, I think. No, in Romania, I think would be the better choice. Yeah, with Romania. From Crimea, we're going to send 1 infantry paired with a machine gun to this position. I hope the cavalry can carry them both. And 1 infantry is going to march in the opposite direction and head towards Caucasus, the Ottoman Caucasus, and hopes to kind of help reinforce the position here in Mesopotamia, perhaps, to some extent. That is the hope anyways. We don't have too many units here. In fact, you know what? I think I might actually send both units to this position there. So I have 2 infantry with machine gun in this position here in the Caucasus, 1 Ottoman and then 3 Ottoman artillery present there. Okay, so I have infantry in Serbia and 1 in Romania. Actually, because of that guy moving in that direction, I don't think we need to move him. He's going to come instead up to Tyrolia. And we're going, no, sorry guys, I didn't really think this one through as well as I ought to have. He moves up to Galicia, I think. Yeah, he moves up to Galicia. All right, turning our attention this direction. Yeah, turning our attention this direction. So up north from Belarus, we're going to move some troops back from Belarus to Poland. I don't think we need to fear about losing this to the whites, although there is that chance as well. And from up north here, we're going to send 1 infantry and a cavalry is going to go on to Silesia. That's the distance that they're going to travel. And this remaining 2 infantry are going to come to this position here, as well as, you know what, I don't think they need to. They're going to come to East, you know what, they're going to come here after all. Those artillery are going to come to this position here. Now from Estonia, we're going to send 1 infantry and 1 artillery via that transport up to Finland to engage what is now British troops up here in Finland. We did take off an infantry casualty as opposed to a cavalry casualty. We're going to be fighting up in Finland. Our 2 Zeppelins are going to engage the Finnish forces there as well, so we have a decent sized force. So we have 2 artillery, 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry, and a cavalry fighting those 3 infantry and 1 British artillery present there. Turning our attention to this theater here. Sorry, we're not quite on the map. Turning our attention to this theater here. Yeah, sorry, I just had a thought. Our attention to this theater here, we're going to move from Alsace. The entirety of the forces are going to move up to Lorraine. From Rhine province, we have 1 artillery and 3 infantry. We're going to rail everything. Sorry, 1 artillery and 3 infantry. They're going to rail to Lorraine. The 2 armor, I think, are going to stay there. I think I have a plan for them. From Brandenburg, we're going to send 4 infantry to Rhine province. And from Bavaria, it's going to send via rail out to Lorraine as well. So I'm going to give a count later on to my opponents to see what I have in that area. And I believe that, up north here, we're going to send some submarines around. We're going to send the submarine off the coast of Canada in sea zone 17. And then 1 submarine is going to come to sea zone 1 up here. Yeah, and that is the situation on that theater. And I believe that does it across the globe for all of our actions. Yeah, all of our actions are done there. I'm just going to have a quick glance at parts unknown here. Okay, there's one other thing I might do here. I'm debating moving this fleet. Yeah, this fleet, instead of the submarine moving to this position, I'm going to move these 2 cruisers to the Persian Gulf right there. Plus this transport's going to come here as well. I'm not going to make any landings, but he's going to come to this position. We're going to see what happens in this theater with those units there. And I think that's it. I can't think of anything else that needs to be done. So let's go into our dice rolls. Our dice rolls, starting with up there in Finland. So we have 2 artillery. I'll just place the units over here. So we have 2 artillery. Oh, you know what? We forgot our tech roll. So let's roll for our tech roll first. So 2 red dice here. No hits. So we've missed a tech roll. So going into combat here in Finland, we have 2 Zeppelins. We have 2 artillery, 2 infantry with artillery, and that leaves us with 2 regular infantry and a cavalry. Yeah, 3, 4, yeah, that's right. So that's what we've got going into that fight. I'm going to roll this out now, and we'll see what the results are. So here we have at 3. We have plenty of hits here. We have 4 hits, 5 hits, enough to take them out. And lastly, we have 3 at 2, with no hits there. So 5 hits, that's sufficient to take them out in Finland. They, on the other hand, have 4 units at 3, with 2 hits. 2 hits taken off, so we will take off our units present here. Oh man, I think this is an infantry. Yeah, I think that's right. So we're going to take off 2 infantry. I'll have to double check my video later on. And they take off these units here. Okie dokie. Moving on to our battle here in the Belgian Congo. So we're going to increase our income by 2 as well while we're at it. So we're at 54. In the Belgian Congo, we're attacking that lone British unit. So we have 4 at 3. 4 at 3. And that's 2 hits. So that's enough to take off what we have in the Belgian Congo. But just in case, we have another 2 at 2. So 2 hits. We've captured the Belgian Congo here from our opponents. So our income goes up by 1. I'm almost out of roundels. That guy. Do we roll for them? I don't think we rolled for them in response. So let's roll for them in response. A 3, of course. They scored a hit. Well done, them. All right. I was hoping I would score that one with no casualties. So we're going to bump up Rankum to 55. Turning our attention once again. I think that's it for battles, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, that is it for battles. So our Zeppelins were going to return back to Brandenburg, and that concludes our very brief turn. I forgot to move these infantry to Estonia. Sorry about that, or Lithuania, rather. So they moved to Lithuania. And that is it. I feel like I'm missing something somewhere, but I can't see what it is. So we're going to place our submarine here in Sea Zone 21. Our 2 aircraft, we're going to place one in Rhine province. We're also going to place an artillery in Rhine province. So that's 2 out of the 4 placeable units there. We're going to place 2 infantry up here as well. So that brings it up a total of 6 infantry present here in this territory. We're going to place 3 infantry in Bavaria. We need to break this stack, sorry. Three infantry in Bavaria. And down south in German Congo, German East Africa, we're going to place 2 infantry there. And if I have it right, I have another 7 units to place on the board, plus an aircraft. So I'm going to place, instead of 3 infantry here, I'm going to place 1 aircraft present here. And that leaves us with 8 units to place. And I'm going to place the 8 units up in Brandenburg. Or you know what, can I place them in Verdun? Can I place it in enemy stuff? My belief is yes, because I did see my opponents building 2 units, or a couple units in Belgrade, or in Serbia rather. So if it does work, I'm going to put them here, and if not, then I'm sure I will be corrected. Oh, in that case, I'm going to put 2 of my aircraft in Lorraine. Yeah, in that case, I'd put 2 of my aircraft in Lorraine. So this is a bit of a quandary at this point. I'm not sure exactly what to do. So I'm going to look in the rules after this video, but they'll either show up in Lorraine, or they'll show up as I have them painted out over here. So that is that. We'll leave it at that and conclude our turn here. Thank you all for watching. Cheers. Sorry, I forgot to collect income. So let's go to the collect income table here. So we are sitting at 55 bucks. So 55 plus we get a bonus, a few bonuses going on here. We also collect 5 bucks for the German armistice with the Russian Empire, 5 bucks for holding 3 island stuff territory. We got 4 bucks for Picardy in Belgium, and 1 buck for an African colony, specifically British East Africa. So that brings us to a total of, there's 50, 60, 50, brings us up to 60 bucks. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 60 bucks. And then I have to also decrease my income by a little bit. So I have to decrease it for Belgium, for 2 there, and then up here in Sea Zone 51, another 2. So a total of 4 down. So my belief is that I'm at 50, 56 bucks to spend on the subsequent turn. And a research token. Thanks all for watching. Cheers.